Yes, I don't normally cross county lines.
Oh. That's an honor to me.
So we're honored that you're here.
First I said no, and then I said it was you.
Ah.
That's the truth. Right? I do tell the truth all the time, and that is the truth. Absolutely.
First time here, right?
Yes, and that's the other thing. I mean, what a great place. I didn't.
It's brand new, so it
Oh.
is appropriate that
Hello.
they're just learning. Hi, my name is Sexy Man. Don't be shocked. Most people are the first time they hear it. I was born David Muir, but I chose Sexy Man because it's shocking. So I welcome you. I welcome you to the Island Space Caribbean Museum. I happen to be the chair of the board of the nonprofit that put this together. I'm originally from Jamaica, but I live here in Broward. So welcome to Broward.
Yeah.
But I do love Miami too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we are together.
We are.
really
I love that. But more specifically, we love our roots. And as someone who was born and raised in the Caribbean, that there's no place that celebrates the United Caribbean culture anywhere in the world, and we started here in Florida, first in the world. We are very proud. And yes, I'm so proud that you are here visiting with us today. So I hope you have a wonderful time.
Thank you, thank you. We're actually going to be doing more to promote Caribbean.
I like it. Oh, I think all the people
I'm still thinking about that. Do you have any new names?
No.
I would have to work on it a little bit more to fix it.
It leaves a mark that I like to do. I'm like, well, now you shouldn't forget the one week inappropriate. But it's fun, it's light, it works, we're having a great time.
Well, Caribbean is that.
And here's one of our products.
It's also my here too.
Our team.
With the museum, we also put a magazine together.
Oh my God.
It's a learning magazine.
Mayor Carver has been in.
Right here.
Yes.
Mayor Carver has been in the magazine.
Yes,
You have been in the magazine. You met us at Boma.
And she also did an interview with you
Yes.
as well online.
On Jamaicans.com.
Jamaicans.com.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have you visit us.
Definitely.
And it's the General Consul of Haiti.
How about that?
Graciously said, let's do this together.
I'm glad you accepted. I know you had a bit to this.
Yes. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. And your timing is perfect because you made it at the appropriate time.
Yes,
for
I
us
was
Caribbean
advised
folks.
by. I was advised by people who really know.
Absolutely. So welcome. Let's go ahead. Yes, let's do that.
Have you been through?
Yes.
Oh.
It's not his first time.
No, first time.
But what is new is our new stage. We just saw before today. This is up for Education America.
Yes, I've been celebrating like
Every day.
every day.
But you can't get away. It's great. So I'm going to walk you just briefly this way, just to give you a little idea of what it is that we are like. You can so you certainly can. If you don't mind, I just tried that, so I tested a lot, so I'm definitely not COVID. But just to give you a sense of what we have happening is that what we're specifically doing is that to celebrate all of our cultures, we're showing the connections, what are similar and of course what is different. So every island and every nation that sits on the coast, so we include the likes of Guyana, Suriname, Panama, Belize, and so on. So that we're not just seeing the islands in the Caribbean, we're looking at all the nations that sit in the basin, right? So we look at the indigenous, the people who were there originally. So you see here, we mentioned the likes of the Arawaks, the Caribs, the Tainos, and so on. So we really touch on who was there originally, and then we look also at who came and the things that were adjusted. So obviously we know that the Europeans came in from all the cultures, as well as we have, the Africans who came, and we look at all of the parts. Now we literally started this project for having a permanent home during COVID last year. And so we were able to open at the end of the year in November. And so it's been really quiet because it's during a specific time, but we've been very fortunate to still have, we weekly visitors, and we're growing our collection. As you see, we have things like this was donated by the Bahamas. We have items like the steel pan comes from Trinidad. It's the newest in the world. It is.
You got a point. Open. You know this. Oh, you know. But you can know. How are you?
That woman look like them to do show, and then wait, there's one with the shop on soon. Yeah. Ah, bien, good. Get the tip, the shop on gun.
Hi, Lee. Thank you guys for the invite. This is beautiful. We're super excited to be here. I was actually shocked. I thought it was Haitian only, but it's Caribbean. We're all family, so I wish more people were here to enjoy. Can you come visit?
They RSVP'd. They're coming.
Well, we were lucky to have it invited and be RSVP'd, so thank you for the invite.
May we do a photo with all of our officials and our board? Where's David? David and Tamara. David and Tamara.
I'll be on one side.
All right. Okay. Somebody. Yeah, me too.
You took the first shot, right?
I'm gonna let him go first.
1 and 2, one more. 1 and good. And hold. We're gonna join. Cameron, you're gonna join.
Yeah, please.
George, get a spot. Or you can get one of us. All right, real quick. Let me take this one. 1, 2. Oh, let's try it again. 1, 2. That's nice. Wait.
George?
No.
George?
1, 2, 1. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much.
Your phone is very intuitive. It told me somebody may have blinked. I took it again after it showed me that. All right, so we're getting ready to get going with the program in a minute.
Good afternoon. I just want to invite everyone who's on the terrace or on the patio, if you would join us inside. We're going to have a brief presentation at this time. So if you could join us, there's no food inside, so we can get more food after. So if you'd be so generous, you want to have a brief presentation, just join us inside at this time.
Ooh, looks great. What is that? What is this one? Seafood ceviche. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Let's get the seafood ceviche. Hold on one sec. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Ah, beautiful. Thank you. This is one of our board members, Carl. And another board member, Tamara.
Yeah, just as a reminder, as soon as you can join us, we would love to get started on the side. Thank you so much.
WhatsApp is not as, I don't do as much with WhatsApp as I do with it takes me a day sometimes to look at my WhatsApp. My texts and my emails.
Okay, I'll send you a text. With that same phone.
One more time, just remind me, everyone, if you would be so kind as to join us inside, it would be really great to start. And we can resume our activities outside on the patio, more food, more drink, but just at this time, if we could just come inside so we can get the program on the road. Very brief program, but we just like to do the official stuff, and then we can get right back to having a grand time. Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
We're not. Again, thanks to everyone for being here. We would really like to, extend a very warm welcome. My name is David Muir. We're not quite ready yet. I'm waiting for my beautiful co-MC to join me. But in the meantime, I just want to say a special thanks to DJ Francois. And I know the music was spectacular to me, but if you guys like the music, could you let DJ Francois hear? Yeah. I am a former DJ, so I really appreciate when people do their job with excellence. And DJ Francois, excellent job.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Island Space Caribbean Museum. Canara Filippo.
And of course, I'm David Muir. I'm gonna say I'm called Sexy Man. Don't be shocked. If it's the first time you're hearing this, there's a long story behind it. But just know it's with total fun and no disrespect to anyone else who's sexy. For me, it's really about my intellect. Don't think it's about my physical. Yeah, so no threat to all the beautiful ones out there. So I promise not to be funny today, so I'm gonna keep all jokes out. Oh no, please help her. Another comedian, thank you. No cameras. No cameras. So while we're waiting for her to be taken to safety, I want to, again, really, if you look me in the eye, everyone, you're far enough away, I will not pass anything on but love. I really am touched, I'm humbled by the presence of you at this event today. We, from Island Space Caribbean Museum, are seeing the fruits of our labor, which is exactly what we want. We want to see that everyone comes and owns this as our space. Everyone here today, this is your space, and I want you to understand how important it is that you take that on as a part of what you take away today. Because this cannot go forward without all of our involvement. We need to say, this is our due.
This is something that has to continue. Every other culture has their space to celebrate themselves. And this is our space that we must continue to grow. So I really just impress that upon you. As, I guess, the board member who is speaking at this moment, I just want to tell you that we have other board members who are here. Ms. Tamara Philippe, who is one of them. Our executive director is here. I don't see her right now. Oh, Khalid Thompson. I see Carl Russell holding a camera. And this is the work of the board members that they're here working. I see our vice president is here as well, Mr. Lloyd Stanberry. And to all of our, and another, thank you so much, Ms. Clover Thompson, another one of our board members who is here today. And to all who are not here and who work tirelessly to make this space possible. We really thank you for being here. You are now a part of what we're doing, and I want you to own that moving forward. Tell people that we have a space that is ours, the Island Space Caribbean Museum, for each and every one here today. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, I would like to stress one more thing that you just said about this is ours, own it. It's not, about me, it's not about David, it's for us to enjoy as a community. And we hope to grow with each and every one of you. So please, we are looking for dollars, of course, because we cannot run this space. I know you're too shy to talk about that, but I'm not. It's labor, it's hard labor, and the dollars don't come in as easily as you think. So we encourage you to tell your friends, tell your family, donate to Island Space Caribbean Museum, because without those dollars, we cannot continue to do this. And thank you, Consul General of Haiti, Stéphane Gilles, who stepped up and said, listen, I'm going to be a partner. From the bottom of my heart, I know what it takes to get those funds to make it happen. So I personally want to thank you tonight on behalf of the board. Again, we need your dollars. That's what I'm going to say. Because without it, we cannot continue.
We accept checks, credit cards, cash. Apple Pay.
So what I'll say about that, because this is really more about celebrating together with the consulate, and this is a very special month. Every month has something. I notice in America, where is our adopted home, that we have, and I know people who are here who celebrate, things like October is a month to celebrate, trying to find a solution for cancer. And then they're very important months. That's one that's really special to me because my mom passed from cancer. And so it stands out. When we have a pink month in October, it really moves me. My family is Jamaican, and our month for Jamaica here is June because it's Caribbean American Heritage Month. And that's so significant to me because we don't have a Jamaican month and we don't need one. Because we're so proud to be a part of this family of Caribbean islands, and even greater, to be a part of the family that includes all the nations that touch the Caribbean Sea. And I said it earlier and I'll say it again. If you're from Suriname, Guyana, Panama, Guadeloupe, Belize, Martinique, Trinidad, Tobago, Haiti. No, listen, it's for all of us. I'm not going to list them all because I could go all the way up the islands, but I want to make sure that we all understand how important it is that we unify so that we can have a greater impact. The numbers are going to be real. Just in the same way that we're united today by seeing the mayor from Miami and the former mayor from Broward, who is just the immediate past mayor, who is our wonderful commissioner, Holness. When we join together, we're a greater force, and we need to do that in every way. So, to move the program forward, I do want to say we're going to keep it very brief. That's all my long talking, I promise. I'll start by inviting our Executive Director, Ms. Khalid Thompson, to join us and say a few brief remarks.
Good evening. I don't know what else to say this Consul General Stéphane Gilles, thank you very much for putting this event on this evening. Thank you. Mayor Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, thank you for joining us. Commissioner Dale Holness, thank you for joining us. all of our elected officials, friends, thank you for being here. Island Space is a labor of love for so many of us. There's a board of, I think, 9 or 10 people, and we are constantly looking for additional people to add to the board of diverse cultures. The art that you're seeing in here this evening is all from Haitian artists. The case that you saw at the very beginning, if you have not yet done the tour of the museum, I think many people just kind of went outside. There's an archive inside there that we spent quite a bit of time researching and pulling together. So David has talked about how much this space is meant to reflect the entire Caribbean. The story we tell in there reflects all of us. It starts at Indigenous people and ends with our wonderful festivals and cultures. We look at food and politics and economies and all of the story that kind of combines all of us together. And that's going to be a running theme in here. The running theme as well is Cash App, Venmo, check, credit card. We need all of them. We really wanted to create a space that was beautiful, and we shared some pictures on Facebook once, and a gentleman commented, oh, I thought it was going to be a little broken down shack because it was a Caribbean museum. And we said, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not how we do it. So we want you to go inside and see how we do it, and it really does take the support of the community. So we're not just asking you for dollars, we're asking you to come in and use this space for your events, for your community gatherings. You've seen how we set the space up in here, and again, it is all of ours. So we welcome you, we thank you. I will stand by the door with my little hat to collect things as you walk outside, and I think that's going to be it for my welcome. Thank you so much.
So at this time, again, it's so interesting. We have a program and it's running too smoothly because we've said some of the same things, and now when we're officially acknowledging our elected officials, I will repeat, of course. I'll start with Broward since we are here in Broward, and I do want to say to our, just step forward briefly, Dale Holness. He is County Commissioner for District 9. He is a friend of mine. I've been a fan of Dale's for a long time. Not long after I moved to Florida, he won his first election, and I certainly participated. And I am just in awe of who he is as a person. He has the right things in his heart. So thank you, Commissioner Holness, for being here today, and I want to recognize you. I would also say that I met for the first time in person the Honorable Mayor Daniel Levine Cava. Thank you also for being here. I would ask you both to say a few words, just to be brief. But, sorry. Oh, your beauty is all that you will present today. It is my apology. I didn't know that you were only sharing a little bit of yourself. And I totally, look at this. Oh, look at this. I'm proud of you. Isabella still did not speak, thanks. But now she's sharing more than her beauty. I thank you so much.
One of the things you didn't say is that Honorable Mayor Levine Cava is the first woman to be elected to the State Council. So let's a round of applause for Mayor Levine Cava. We are extremely proud and honored to be standing next to you. Well, this is obviously a great place to come. I was greeted by sexy man. And then I was called out for my beauty behind my mask. But truly, I'm so delighted to be here, to be with the Consul General, with my friends and new friends. And this space is truly remarkable. So, and the punch is really what is the secret ingredient? It's spicy. But, you know, I have visited several of the Caribbean nations. I need to visit them all. I really have enjoyed my time so much. And we're so blessed in South Florida to have such a great contingency of these different cultures melding in here perfectly in this island space.
I do have to say I'm a particular fan of Haitian art. On my honeymoon in Key West, we purchased 3 pieces of art that I look at every morning and night from my bed. It adorns my room. And I have lots of hammered metal art all around the house. I'm a very, very big fan. But I'll come back for the next country's exhibition. So we won't be just restricted to Haitian. I do also want to say to my Broward friends, I think you have a few more restaurants of these cultures than we have in Miami-Dade. So I have been told about that, and I will have to come more often. You'll have to tell me where to go, but I am sad because I know I've been often told to come up here for the food. But anyway, that's much more than you wanted to hear.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Listen, you are welcome anytime, and we're gonna waive the entrance fee just for you. So anytime you're in this neck of the woods, please do join us. We're so appreciative of your time. Yeah, I was saying just you, the contingency we would charge them. But, yes. Okay, so at this point in time, I will welcome my brother, Commissioner Holness, to say a brief few words and to make a special proclamation. Thank you so much, Dale.
Bonsoir, Tutman. Buenas tardes. Good evening. Wagwan. I believe. We're on fire here. Consul General Stéphane, Gilles. Mayor Carlo. And Judge Lodi John, come forward, please. I'm going to allow her to say a couple of words before I finish. Is that all right? I take over your program.
I'll be brief, mais je voulais dire bonsoir créole parce que nous parlons pas haïtien ici. Et puis, langue là, petit Jean Loup, même pas qu'on parle Jean dit créole, même si nous quittons le pays depuis longtemps. I think my birth in Haiti is a testament to the diversity of the Caribbean. My family migrated to Haiti in 1920, about 100 years ago from Lebanon. And you all know that there's a ton of Lebanese all over the Caribbean and in South America as well. My father was born in Haiti. I was born and raised in Haiti. I'm an immigrant to the States, and I think also my life is a testament to what immigrants can accomplish here. I was the first Haitian American woman to be a judge in Miami-Dade County. I was the 4th female in Florida. And again, that's also a testament, I think, to hard work and perseverance. But I want to leave you all with this one quote that's become one of my favorite quotes. I forget the name of the person that said this, but it goes something along the lines of, if I see further than others, it's because I stand on the shoulders of giants. And I could not be here if it wasn't for the support of the greater Haitian American community in South Florida. And my success is their success. And so I can never say thank you enough. But thank you, Commissioner Holmes, for letting me speak a few minutes. You're now going to become the best of buddies now.
So this event is a mostly Jamaican event, like I, mostly Jamaican and Haitians. So it is great to be here this afternoon as we celebrate Haiti. And Haiti's done a tremendous job in bringing about freedom to the people of the Americas and contributed greatly to America and its development, something often overlooked. But as we celebrate Haitian American Heritage Month, Consul General, would you come forward? Since I gave up some of my time, I won't do too much more talking other than the proclamation. Mayor Carver, I want you to join us also as I make this presentation. And Judge, don't go too far. So This is a special place for me here at Island Space. As David told you, we've been connected for a long time. I've been connected to this place from its inception because David calls me every time something's going on. Tell me what I need to do. And I do it most of the time. Well, all the time, really. So we have this wonderful space that, again, we're utilizing. And we want to build on this, make it even greater in years to come. Today's Haiti's Day. It's a proclamation requested by Commissioner Dale B.C. Holmes, Broward County. And it reads, whereas Haitian Heritage Month opens a high-profile window into the rich and diverse aspects of the Haitian culture and provides a mirror for Haitian Americans to celebrate and reflect on their traditions while emphasizing the presentation of the finer aspects of the Haitian culture in Broward County. And whereas the Haitian Revolution was the first and most successful slave rebellion in the Western Hemisphere. This revolution fueled a widespread movement for freedom throughout Latin America, the Caribbean, and Africa, and served as an inspiration to African American leaders in the 1800s through today. The Haitian Revolution has challenged the world's concept of supremacy by being the first independent Black nation in the world and the second independent nation in the Western Hemisphere. And whereas one of the primary symbols of Haitian freedom is the Haitian flag created in Arcae, a town located outside of Port-au-Prince, on May 18th, 1803. Since then, May 18th has been observed as Haitian Flag Day, as it has become a symbol of pride, unity, and individual liberty. The Haitian flag is tightly linked to a history of struggle and freedom. And whereas Haitians contributed in many ways to help build America. In the 1779 Battle of Savannah in Georgia, Haitians were some of the bravest foreign troops who fought on U.S. soil for the independence of America. Jean-Baptiste Pont de Sable, who was born in Haiti, founded the city of Chicago, Illinois. The Louisiana Purchase marked a significant moment for the United States when France and the U.S. negotiated the Louisiana Purchase because Haiti became an independent country. This land purchase included all or part of all of Louisiana, Missouri, Arkansas, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and Minnesota. And I made sure I included all of that because most people think it was only the state of Louisiana. Whereas nearly 49% of the Haitian American population in the United States resides in Florida. Broward County has a large population of Haitian Americans living in our community. There's a large number of Haitians who contribute to academia, medicine, business, and culture. And whereas Haiti's trade with Port Everglades increased 7.52% in 2018 from $387 million to $416 million. The largest amount was $488.83 million in 2011. Port Everglades ranked number 2 among Haiti's 450 plus airports, seaport, and border crossings trading partners. It accounted for 17.47% of all U.S. trade with Haiti in 2018. Significant. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of County Commissioners of Broward County, Florida, that the board hereby designates May 2021 as Haitian Heritage Month and Tuesday, May 18th, 2021 as Haitian Flag Day in Broward County, Florida. Haiti's contribution to world history is often overlooked, and we must pay special tribute to those Haitians who, despite having lost so much, continue to work to build a stronger, more prosperous nation and a better tomorrow in Haiti and in Florida.
Yes, Tommy. Thank you all so much. And now, without any further ado, after this presentation, we would really like to hear some words from the Consul General, or the General Consul. I've heard it both ways, Stéphane Gilles.
This is a rough one. Most of you who are here today mostly know me personally, so outside of being Consul General of Haiti in Miami, you guys know that I only have a few words. I tried to get out of this a lot, but I can get out of it. First of all, I want to thank you guys for coming here today. It's a Sunday. I know you guys could have been doing anything today, or be with your family, or resting at home, but you guys took the time to be here, and that's commendable. I had a speech written, but after Mayor Kaba, Commissioner Homeless, Judge Lodi, Sexy, I was like, let me not even bother with this speech. But when Tamara called me the first time about the museum, I quickly jumped on it and on the opportunity to contribute to it. Because I think that this museum is going to be an important part of our history. So as we discussed more about it, and I got a chance to visit the museum, I decided that I couldn't hold it to myself, that I had to share it with others. So being this is Haitian Heritage Month, Haitian Flag Day is coming up on Tuesday. We speak so highly of our culture or pride, but I think this space will allow us to share each other's cultures. You know, so I really appreciate you guys coming out. I don't have too much to say. I think everybody said it all. The biggest thing is supporting this museum. I stepped up and I did it, and I expect everybody else can, or my other consular corps members, to take advantage of this thing that we have here today, to support our communities, our cultures. And it's not just about Haiti. It's Bahamas, it's Jamaica, it's everybody. So I really hope you guys can support. They take Bitcoin. But again, guys, thank you again for coming out. I really appreciate it, and let's make sure we support the museum.
Awesome.
So it says here, closing remarks. David Muir, President, Island Space Caribbean Museum. And I guess I'll own that. My closing remarks are going to be a very personal plea to really ask everybody to think about the ways they can give. Now, I totally support Khalib's direct request for funds, and there's no question that we need funds. But I don't think it's the only way that we can help. So not to remove the need for funds, because for the space to continue,
we have to get, and it may be through, vessels like the county commissioner, both in Miami and in Broward. It may be through state representatives. It may come through other ways. It may come through individuals in the community who can afford more to give more. But I do want to make a special appeal that everyone who's here take a look around at what this is and what it means to you. For me, as one of the founders, one of the people who we spent a lot of time and energy trying to make this place special. And it may not be perfect yet, but we are going to get there. There is no question that this is going to be just like every other major museum, like any other major cultural force that the world has seen. We're going to build much better than this, but we can't do it in a flash. And we need everyone's participation. If your talent is in any field, it's relevant. You don't need to be an artist. You don't need to be a historian. You could be anyone who's here today, and your talent can help to grow what we have started. And I really want each and every one of you to get information before you leave, because there is a way that you can help us to make this continue. It is not easy. I've been doing this now for, I would say, years with Khalid. We have never taken a penny. There's no salary. There's nothing I'm giving of myself. We take time away from our business, but it's worth it. And I don't ask anyone else to give the amount of time that I'm giving, but you have to find something in you that just touches that pride that this place offers you and say, I'm going to help too. So I'm not going to say anything more. Just think about how it is that you can participate in making this place continue to grow and to be great, because it's so important to our culture that we don't lose sight that this cannot continue without having a sustainable plan, and it has to include all of us here today. So,
and I'm going to, in the asking as well, as you walk, if you're going to self-tour through the museum, we're going to ask that you start on this side and walk around this way. But you'll see inside of the case, some of the cases are empty. We have a lovely piece of block over in the corner, but I'm not going to say where it came from, but it's a piece of the White House from Haiti that fell after the earthquake, and that was donated. It was owned by, I was in Haiti during the earthquake, and personal story, Bobby didn't know where I was for 3 days, I believe, 3.5 days, because we didn't have communication. We lost power, and I lost my suitcase. I didn't have clothing. You know, a girl without clothing is, you don't want to do that. But thank God we are all here. But when we heard about the museum, that was the first piece we thought of, the piece of the White House. And former minister Daniel Supplice, he saved 2 pieces, and he gave it to us, and we felt that, let's share it with the community. So it is back there. When you do walk around, you'll see it. I also wanted to add, we are looking also not only for dollars, but items to be donated. So we didn't say that. So that's what I'm saying here now. That you may have a doily from your grandmother in your home. You may have somebody brought us one of those things that they would make shoes on. I don't know what it's called in Angular. Whatever you have that represents your culture. For Trinidad, I've been looking for a tawa forever. There's a Tegrida fun. I'm learning all these Haitian words because of the little bit of lion for the peas and the beans and whatever. And I've learned all of these Haitian words because of starting to gather things for this space. So whatever you have inside of your home that represents your own history, we're not looking for posters and things like that, but anything that helps to tell the story that you're seeing in here, we're going to ask you to please think about donating it. Many of the things you'll see in there say Clover Thompson, because I actually went home for a holiday and came back with 2 barrels of things from my mother's patio in her home. So the monkey jar and the sad iron and the self-heating iron, Pechabon. All of those things you'll see there are coming from our family and our friends. And if you have them in your garage or wherever, please think about bringing them and donating them.
And also, Consul General just corrected me, it's not the White House, it's Palais National. So we want to make sure that we have it said correctly. It's Palais National, not the White House.
And so to show you how the museum works, that was my closing remarks, all 3 of us. So that's how we work here every day. And thank you, everyone. Back to music, back to food, relax. We can give you about 55 more minutes of time together. So thank you again for coming out and find out how you can help, please.
DJ Francois. DJ Francois. DJ Francois.
How you guys doing? Good? Good job, Kelly.
Yeah.